So this is what happens when Get Out and Hereditary has a baby. It turns into this. The Front Room. Or should I call it Dog? I don't have much to say, so we can make this quick. We can make this fast. This is a movie directed and written by Max and Sam Edgar, the half brothers of Robert Egger, the top Egger. You know him, you love him, especially if you're in the film community. You definitely know him, you definitely love him. And if you see that Egger's name with that A24 next to it, oh, you know it's gonna be some quality. Unless it's these two. Not saying that they can't come with quality in the future, but right now they came with some crap. They came with some crap. I'm gonna keep saying crap. It's about Brandy Norwood, or I guess Belinda in this movie, or if you're Solange, Belinder.
My name is Belinda. Belinda.
And she's pregnant. Her and her husband, they're struggling parents. She just quit her job. He's trying to get his job at this law firm. And hey, his dad dies. And his stepmother decides to live with them. And now there's a tussle for who's going to be the woman and the mother of this house in this family. Will it be Belinda or will it be Solange? These are two of the most blackest names you can ever think about in your life. Hearing Solange over and over again and it not being Beyonce's sister was very, very confusing to me, because this is who I connect Solange to. But in this movie, it's Catherine something. It's Catherine something. I'll put the name here. She is amazing in this movie, though. I will give her that. She's fantastic. I mean, her performance is damn near Oscar worthy. I'm not gonna lie. This movie may not be good, but her performance is phenomenal. I would give her a nomination just off of it, because she's entertaining in it whenever she pops up, and she's in it a lot. So she keeps the movie entertaining. It's just that the movie is lacking a big amount of story here. Again, it's one of those movies that I don't feel like there's any sense of progression or moving towards something. Like, I don't know what we're moving towards. I feel like a movie, even if it's an abstract movie that's just throwing out ideas, I feel like it should have some connective tissue or a line we're moving on to know we're going from the beginning to the end. We're going from the start of the story to the end of the story. And in this movie, you don't feel like it's going anywhere. It's just kind of going. Belinda and Solange are just fighting for this child, and Brandy's pregnant for most of the movie. She gives birth, and that's when this movie kind of does go crazy, because Solange becomes even more crazy. Her antics become even more insane. There's shit and piss everywhere. It's a nasty movie as well, with a lot of gross out shit in it. And sometimes you can smell it, because they did a good job replicating piss and shit. She's sort of a person who's deep into religion, and I don't know if this is playing on the sense of religion or not, because again, it doesn't really get down to the bottom of things. And this is where I would say the hereditary parts of it comes out. The lighting of it, the way it's shot, the way they present Solange in these religious themes is very hereditarian in its portrayal. And in Get Out, it's some things about race and Belinda and this interracial couple with this white stepmother who's sort of racist. She has Ku Klux Klan members that are family. She has a daughter of the Confederacy certificate. They kind of just bring up race because they have a black woman, which I can understand that. I respect that, but they don't really do anything with it. It's just sort of brung up, and it's sort of played with, and then it's let go into the movie ether to do something or whatever the fuck it wants to do. This movie is just so unfocused and so unnecessary, and it's an hour and 26 minutes, and it feels so long because, again, there's really no story progression, and it's mostly dream sequences. Like, all of these weird looking scenes that you see in the trailer, those are the dream sequences. They're not things that are actually happening, or maybe they are real, but they don't really dive deep into this. And because you're going from dream sequence every other scene to regular life every other scene to dream sequence every other scene, it just sort of it blurs it up. It makes it murky and nasty to watch. It's just so cloudy. You don't know what's happening really. Brandy here is Brandy. She's not giving a great performance. She's not giving a good performance. The only person in this movie that's given a fantastic performance is Catherine Hunter. She's the only one given a good performance here. From the moment she enters the movie to the moment she leaves the movie, she is fantastic. I like the way they introduce her with these walking canes. They're like thunderous. Doom, doom, doom. She's like the monster of the movie entering the picture. I like her mannerisms when she's playing this character. She's almost playing her almost like a child. It almost like a marionette puppet at times. She just be shaking and she's throwing all these tantrums around and shaking and throwing tantrums that she kind of feels like a child, but sometimes her facial structure and the way she moves her face and she looks around makes her look so almost not real. She sometimes enters the uncanny valley. Catherine Hunter in this movie is phenomenal. Again, she's Oscar worthy if you ask me. I'm sorry. She deserves some acknowledgement for this performance. Personally, for me, she deserves something. She gave it her all. She deserves some sort of something for this. Norman, the guy who plays Norman, Andrew Burnap, again, he's playing his character right, but he's not anything memorable. He's not anything interesting. He's just, he's bad. He's there. He's the husband. And like the husband in all these movies, he's sort of oblivious and he just wants to work. And his wife is telling him, oh my God, there's something going on that's crazy about your mother or this thing or this person. And he just goes, I think you're seeing things, honey, or don't worry about it, honey. I just need to I'm just trying to get through this. He's very just blah. He's a blah character, blah acting, blah writing. I was really trying to be with this movie. I was trying to be different. I was trying to see the positives in it, but there really is no positives going on here besides Solange, Catherine Hunter. She's the only positives. So by the time you get to the ending, where they try to do this fake out type of what is real, what is not type of ending, you kind of just completely lose it, and that's when I just said, I'm done. I'm done with you. You can't win this back. The movie's over. Once the credits hit, you can't win me over anymore because you have nothing more to present to me. And I was really trying to stay with it. Like I really wanted to like this movie. I wanted to be on this movie side, but the more and more it went on, the less and less it made sense, and the more and more it doesn't really get down to the root of what it's been sort of hinting at this whole time, and it just sort of just ends on a whim and another dream sequence flashed in between, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. I tried really hard, but you also just pushed me away. You didn't try hard enough. And for that, I don't like you. Personally, I would just say wait for it to come on rental. This way you can put your phone down and look at other things. Or shit, maybe this would be one of those movies that 30 years down the line, it's be a loved movie because of Catherine Hunter's performance, and everybody's loving it again. Who knows? Things can happen like that. But right now, bad movie. And I will give this a 3 out of 10. But hey, if you disagree with me, leave a like. If you agree with me, leave a like. If you say, why do you tell us to leave a like no matter what? Hey, guess what? Leave a like. Just leave a like whenever you can, and subscribe as well. Thank you for watching. This has been Kyle. Good and bye.